Listen.
Yo.
Welcome back to PBZ TV, the show where we talk about the culture, music, TV, games, sports, headlines of all sorts. And we're back, episode 20, here with my friend...
Me?
You!
Yeah. Me? Oh my God!
Friend.
My name's James. I am friend.
He is friend.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. We made it 20 episodes in.
Yeah.
20 episode anniversary. How do you feel?
20
21?
episodes older. I don't know. Yeah. I'm Tom, by the way. Hello again. As we always start with our headlines of the week. So, what's the main thing you think that you've seen that's dropped this week that you're like, damn?
Main thing I've seen is Steam releasing the machine. Eminem on the thing. Yeah. Big drop by Steam. Just like the typical Valve way to do things is to, on a random Thursday, make a fucking industry altering announcement on YouTube and don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
They had everything prepped though, because you notice with these like they're kind of very coordinated marketing campaigns where like the initial thing will go out and then 1 or 2 minutes later every YouTuber has their like review and first look because they get given access a couple of weeks before, they get to prep their video and they're all scheduled all at the same time, so it's like a mass barrage, which is really cool because you get to see all the different perspectives on things.
Yeah, but who controls that? Who, like, because
Steam's
the
marketing
Valve
team.
Yeah, but the Valve go, because these YouTubers are obviously their own people.
There'll
so
be NDA.
They could be like,
so it'll be an NDA embargo, and they'll be like, if any of you fuckers crosses the line,
if you schedule
we'll come
that
after you for all you have.
1 second before we go
Genuinely,
live.
it's that deep. Yeah, they do it with phones as well. So every like Samsung, Apple, all of it, they do the same arrangement with all of them.
Yeah, it's a good deal though, because you're getting like an early scoup. And
Being a tech YouTuber is like,
how does it not leak though? Because everything leaks.
Most leaks come from inside. But
yeah, tell that to Titanic, mate.
Yeah, well, I suppose it did come from the outside, but you know, euphemisms aside, it's usually like someone like the first prototype is made in house, and someone's like,
what we're working on,
but they're not really serious leaks, are they? It's just like a new phone in it.
Yeah, it's not like this is something that's never been made before.
I can't remember the last time that happened. I think the most like the funniest leak I've ever heard of was through, you know, the War Thunder game, where you can play as like tanks or planes or whatever.
Yeah,
their community is so like unbelievably detailed. Like War Thunder is very war accurate to like the specs and like how these things operate. Right,
for a free game, that's crazy.
Yeah,
sponsor
to the point where they've got massive Discord communities. Right, there are people that are so enthusiastic about this game that work within the military that literally provide a full blueprint. Like diagnostics on how like a tank works, and they like share them amongst themselves. So there's been at least 2 US military leaks based on how certain like tanks or planes work or whatever, come straight from the military for people playing War Thunder because they're that fucking on it.
Damn,
it is bizarre, mate.
So you could literally test it out. But then how accurate is like the fighting part? Like
I've never played the game. I don't even know how it works or what the benefit would be in terms of sharing like the blueprint of like a freaking Tiger tank or whatever they're using, but like I'm not sure if it's to call out like they're just arguing like, no, it has a twin exhaust, and then it's like, I'll prove it, and then they're just fucking chucking classified material.
Thing I told you.
And they're just like, oh, is this a crime?
Yeah,
is this a fucking crime right now?
That's pretty yeah, it's definitely against the law. But that's crazy.
Shouts out to the War Thunder whistleblowers out there.
Yeah,
but that actually happens all the time. But going back to the launch,
yes,
the Steam Deck is already out. I'm not sure if they're going to do like a refreshed one that goes out with these. I didn't hear anything about that. I don't think so. But it's just to add to their physical architecture, I guess. So you've got the Steam Deck now. You have the Steam Machine, and you remember the name because I keep forgetting the freaking name of
Frame.
it.
I literally nearly forgot.
The Steam Frame, the VR headset.
Yeah,
all of them look quite cool.
And the controller. There's no controller.
I think the controller looks hella ugly, but I've never used one. But I know like the whole mouse pad element is really important when using Steam stuff. People like it on the Steam Deck.
Well, I guess it brings that PC element like mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, I'm just like such a console bro. I can't even like imagine myself using it.
Yeah,
in any
I don't know
scenario.
what you would need to use it, but it depends on the game, I guess. Specifically.
Yeah, maybe if it's for games that are more like point and click rhythm games or something, that would be like mouse or nothing, or maybe it is actually just to navigate the menus better.
I think I saw it like that's shared for an example, like a card game, and you can just flick the cards up, like like a dual card game or something like.
Yeah, is that on Balatro or whatever that is?
Yeah, there was different options for it, but then games or manufacturers like developers can use that as we'll just throw that in. Yeah, you've got that on PlayStation, really, haven't you? Got the touchpad. Fucking
stupid. I hate it when they make me do stuff for the touchpad.
I never literally no game I ever used even like integrates it at all. So
story games will do it a lot.
Yeah,
like it'll add it as like a quick time event or something, or like flick up to do this one thing, and like the whole game, you're like, why would you make me go out of my way to take my hand off the controller and do this?
I mean,
I hate you.
The only thing I think I've ever really used it for is just like looking at the scoreboard in a multiplayer game, because it's just like the middle.
Yeah, because that's what it's for.
Yeah, it's just such a big space for nothing.
Yeah,
I mean, I've definitely like early days PlayStation 4 had it first, right? And then like you could just text on it.
Yeah,
and I did that like once, and I was like, that's cool.
Yeah,
but that was long.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not practical in any way, shape or form. I've always liked how they've integrated audio into the controllers, though. Yes. Like they do it a lot on Cyberpunk. Like every phone call will come through on there. I think they do it on GTA.
I don't ever like that though.
Well, I like it
because you'll like, especially if you're playing late at night and you want it to be quiet. You've got your headphones on, and it's like, or you don't have your headphones on, so it would all come out there.
Nico, let's go bowling.
Yeah, literally like mechanics like. Hey, I'm outside. Where are you?
You got your wheels.
Yeah. Or even on FIFA, the whistle blows.
Yeah, that must be quite shrill.
For the ref and stuff. So it's just...
Because I've got everything
turned down, and it's like... You're like... Shut up.
Scott.
But yeah, the Steam Deck's got... the Steam controller... I don't know if it's got audio, but it's got obviously the buttons on the back that can map. And then the frame has got audio built in. But it's not directly into your ear, so...
Is it like bone conduction, or like the surround sound type?
Surround sound, but like let's say you're playing whatever or doing whatever, everyone can sort of hear what you're playing or doing around you, so that's a bit dangerous.
Hey, what you doing? Oh, nothing. Oh.
I'm winning the game.
The best game I've ever played.
But the Steam machine is literally a tiny cube. I think it's like
literally the size of the GameCube, which is the really impressive thing.
And it's a genuine PC. Like you can, it's not just you don't just press on and it's just the Steam library. It's like
you can just go full PC mode if you want.
Controller to do it. Like I think it's gonna change living room gaming.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Because they've tried this once before. Like literally, like in 2014, they tried to release one of these.
Yeah,
I think it was based on like Linux, and it just did not work.
Yeah, but it's too early.
Yeah, it was too early. I think they've definitely got it right this time. The thing that they didn't release though was price point, because you've got a PC that's not going to be for your ultra high end people. This is for plug and play people that cannot be asked to build their own computer, and I'm in that camp. Yeah. I was literally looking at PCs the other day, and I was like, my last one I got, it like something's gone wrong with it. And I know it's already 4 years old. So if I went to just like go repair the thing that messed up, or like upgrade just the SSD to give me more, or just the RAM, for instance, I start looking at every component going, that's out of date now, that's out of date now. Yeah. And it's just like, bro, I cannot be bothered to individually do all this. Like, I'm not a PC enthusiast. I'm not sure if I could even remember how to put them back together, because I built one years ago, about 10 years ago, and with help, and then my last one was I got one of my mates to suggest what I should put together, and then he built it for me, and I chucked him a few quid to do it, because I was like, I don't wanna.
It's so one, lazy, and then two, like it just doesn't compute in my mind to build things and do all of that little jazz. So I'm such a loser. I'd just rather just either buy one pre-built and all that, or just a console that just you know what you're getting.
I think that's why our whole friend group has never really got into PC gaming. It's expensive, and it's just the build. It's just like there are a couple of people in the group that know how, I think, but like it's not something that every person wants to do. So I think this is the right place, right time. I think the thing that will fuck it though is PS5 and Xbox just gone up. So you try and buy a new one now, I think it's like $700, right, or $650 at least. If this thing comes in at like, even though probably if it comes in at like $1,000 or £1,000, it's gonna be like, ooh.
That's what I was saying to you. I was like, I don't really understand why I would want it if it's that expensive.
Much. Yeah, it needs to be somewhat competitive.
Because then I might as well just buy. Because I was thinking, for the living room or something. Because then you can use it for all sorts, right? Because it's a PC. But I just, if it's more expensive than just another console, and I'm only going to use it for chilled console sort of gaming, or I mean, the Steam library is massive, of course. You can have all the options, but it's just from what I've seen, it doesn't look like it runs games perfectly, like especially like multiplayer games and stuff like that. You have to sort of.
Well, I think it all just depends on the computer you play it on. I think that's the annoying thing. That's
what we're talking about, the machine here, the Steam machine, like itself.
It said, I remember the reviews I watched said it can play everything on Steam without a question. But it's just if you're trying to 4K Mega Max it to 100 hertz, it's probably less than 10% of gamers are playing 4K 120 consistently. You'll play 120. So you usually make a decision. You go 4K, but like 30 frames to 60 frames, or you go 1080, 120 or 144. Yeah. Like, because most, like, otherwise your computer's going, even if you got a big one, because like sometimes there's no point.
True, but
it depends on the game.
It's just that I don't know. Maybe we need to sort of just like I don't know. Can you go to like Game anymore and just test out? Remember when you could just go and play the PlayStation?
I miss those days. If we could even find a game that's still open.
They're in like Sports Direct now, aren't they? But
yeah, that's what I mean. They don't have like the test out any stuff anymore. No. I think it would be a good call. I think maybe I reckon Valve will do some pop-ups in London but that's the closest we'll get. But then again, it would just be like testing out a computer. But I think the impressive thing is it's just that small, because I think there was a big complaint this gen about how big the new consoles were.
Yeah, that's true.
Like compared to the PS4, the PlayStation 5 was fucking massive. And it still is. It's a massive white brute in the middle of my front room, which my missus looks at every now and again and goes,
That's ruining the aesthetic of the room.
Yeah, we've got this like the homely feel going on, and it's just this iceberg right here in the corner. It's like, what are you doing here? But then that's why I got when I got the Xbox, I got the one with no disc tray. Yeah. Just because it was a hell of a lot smaller, and I haven't inserted a disc into my PlayStation in like 2 years.
Neither have I, to be fair.
I have. Even though we probably should go back to buying physical media, otherwise it's going to die off, and we'll be owe nothing to be happy. But you know,
we're already there, aren't we? Like, there's nothing you can do about that.
Submit to your robot overlords.
The frame, though, I did see that they've got this sort of, I can't remember the name. It's very technical. It's not that technical, but it's called something streaming. So the idea of it is that it, within the frame itself, wherever your eye looks, it attracts your eyes, and then everything else, it downgrades the quality. But only what you're seeing.
It's called Foveated views.
That's it, Foveated streaming. So whatever you're looking at is perfect, but because obviously everything else doesn't need to be, it makes the game run smoother and it's quicker. And it's its own thing as well. You don't need to get the machine. And I know if you get both, and obviously...
Or if you have an existing PC, you can hijack that to play high quality
or anything, right? I think you can use the frame to connect, like you can with the Meta Quest and stuff like that. But I think... if you get the two together, it works like so seamlessly. Yeah. And
this is the thing, you're like, okay, and this might be why they went 4K 60 at max, because I think their headset eyeballs can go up to like 110 frames or 120 frames for each eye. 144, okay. And then, but you know, with like frame rates and streaming and all the rest of it, trying to stream 4K 120 to a headset might not be so effective.
With the foveated part,
possibly,
that makes it better.
For like the smoothest experience that works anywhere, they probably downgraded on purpose.
Maybe
because Valve are usually about the gameplay. Yeah. So you know, graphics are becoming less and less of a selling point in a lot of things, because I think we're all starting to realise, hang on a minute, we've had no good games in a hot minute, but they've all had great graphics. Starting to give less shit about graphics and want more and more good games.
Yeah. Like how far better can these graphics really get? Like,
I genuinely think we might be peaking at the moment, because the next step is like full reality immersion, which is only going to come when the VR headsets get to that crazy degree, and that's like things in Cyberpunk where you put something in the back of your head and you're experiencing it.
I don't know actually, because if you looked at like Hollywood films and stuff and all the special effects, theoretically, surely it can get to that stage where you're watching.
I think most games are. It depends on the game you play, because you don't play many story games, do you?
No, but I mean like a blockbuster film like Avatar. Maybe you could literally play Avatar and it looks like Avatar. Do you know what I mean?
I see. There's still a little bit of a gap between like CGI trailers and films and gameplay, but like
and like cutscenes. Like I'm talking.
How will that even affect your enjoyment of the game? Maybe that makes me sound like an old head, but like it doesn't make a fucking difference. I mean,
64K. Do you know what I mean? That's.
But just look at Fortnite. Like, you know,
everything's going
just
cartoon.
Like it's often for me it's about art style as opposed to graphics. You can have something with insane graphics. I think it was the Order 1866 or something like that. It was like a werewolf vampire hunter game. Some of the best graphics I've ever seen, but it was essentially one giant cutscene where you'd play and shoot in between it and get back to it because it was a tech demo. That's all it was because it put all the effort into looking that good. And if you go and play it now, it's still incredible looking, but it's like, at what cost? You know,
yeah, but that's what I mean. If we keep evolving, that's what I think will be the final pit stop. Like you can't beat that, right?
I suppose, yeah.
Pardon you.
Someone doing some goddamn construction in my studio, bro.
But yeah, I think it's exciting. But yeah, like you said, the price point is going to be the factor, I think, for us specifically, because I bet when it dropped, you said it to me. Well, I bet we were like, ooh.
Yeah, because we've talked about it constantly. Like we are console bros that have flirted with the idea of PC, but never had the technical know-how nor the budget to be like, I can justify spending $1,500 on a computer that will last me 1 or 2 years before I have to put another £1,000 component into it.
Yeah, that's
like,
where it gets.
It is a hobby thing in my perspective. Like if you've got the money for it and you've got the interest. PCs for you is the PC master race, and they all like to lord around and spend all their money on it. But if you just want to boot up COD or Battlefield or Fortnite or FIFA, what on earth is the point? But we do then miss out on all of the indie games and the mods, and that's where it looks like so much of the fun is happening.
And I do think now that this frame is catching like real buzz, I think more developers will make better VR games as well.
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
And I think they have been doing that because of the meta and stuff. But
yeah, because the Steam platform is just much easier for like anyone to make games for.
Yeah.
So there's probably just going to be loads of way more fun experiences. Like we could have like a week or two's hilarious experience out of a game we picked up for £2 that we can play on the VR headset. Yeah. That's the thing about Steam is it's just so much cheaper.
Yeah.
Like normal mainstream games are still like £40 or something, and I haven't looked on Steam for a while, but them Steam sales go hard. Yeah, I still have, from when I've played on PC, I still have a fairly decent Steam library that I just don't play. So I'm like,
see, I'd be starting from scratch. That's the only thing as well. I think. Well, I've got like a couple because I've years gone by, but
coming on
I might not even know the log on for it.
You'd probably run out of space before you ran out of budget. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah. Especially because we're picking up all the little things you want to pick up. Like we get Phasmophobia, and we get like, you can play all the old games you wanted to play. Like I've got Sonic Adventure 2 on Steam. So I would get
like Find the Latin. And
Find the Latin!
And I would get
what the fuck is that even called? Was it like 9/11 or something? I'm pretty sure it was called that. Yeah.
1911, right?
1911. 9/11.
But then like Simpsons Hit, like anything like that, right? It's complete. Is it on Steam?
Yeah.
Right, so anything.
Wait a minute. I don't know.
Maybe it's not, but
I've got it installed on an emulator, but
yeah, but I think it's just anything like that. I think that's the intriguing part. But if it is like $1,000, I'm gonna be like, no, I don't think I'm gonna do it.
Even then, it might convince me because I'll just wait for the price to come down a bit.
Yeah, but then you'd want to get the frame as well, wouldn't you? Let's be honest.
I'm not that bothered about the frame because I need to see how it stacks up to things like the Meta Quest 3. Because the Meta Quest 3 still is the best standalone VR headset, and cheaper. It has a lot more.
It's affordable.
Yeah, it's more affordable, but also it has Meta's been at this game the longest for like the whole headset thing. So more apps, more things to do, an active community. Steam has its community there, but like, what else can it offer apart from giving me a big screen to look at my Steam library? Because then it's a different question. Like, what else does it do apart from allowing me to play my Steam games on a big ass screen?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm sort of intrigued by this from a personal point of view because I'm becoming those people on Wall-E at the end where like...
you float around in a fat chair.
I think this is where I will get to. The ergonomics of just like sitting at a desk, I'd rather just whack on this thing, have a big screen, sort of lay down and be able to...
We're so fucking cooked.
Honestly, I know that's the way... I know I shouldn't. I do want to test sitting up nice and straight, having a really good posture for in my chair for posture.
And you ain't doing that.
And have it eyeline. It's just all of that, right? I'd rather just lay down.
Yeah.
Have my thing on. The screen's anywhere I want it to be, and I can just. work because I'm getting.
I like the
Wally.
concept, but again, it depends on because they're still getting the headset thing right. So, for instance, do you think Apple and the Vision Pro, with how expensive it is, you'd think it'd be the best visual experience and the best wearing experience?
No, it's not.
But actually, people have said it's way too front heavy compared to the Meta or like the HTC Vive.
Frame as well. It's got the battery pack.
Yeah, so from what I've heard, it's balanced well, but you never know until you've done a long-term review. Because then, if you are in a proper game sesh, but you've decided to let's say we're on the new Battlefield, but you've decided to log in on the headset. We're 1 hour and a half deep, and you're starting to get your neck starting to hurt.
True.
And you're like, shit, I can't it's going to be long to swap out. How would I go about this? Or you've gone, I'm getting the frame instead of a new TV because they're probably going to be the same cost. Now I'm stuck and I have to do it because I know I think the previous Quest had just the 2-strap like the frame, but then in the new one they added a top strap to help support both.
Right.
So, but I think sometimes you could buy that, and I think the Apple update you could buy an extra strap for probably like 200 quid and they fleece you for it. But that's why I'm hesitant about it.
I hear
it's
that
in theory, but until they're like as light as these, I don't think they'll take off as mainstream as they think they will. I think we're right before the right time for it.
I think it's a good step towards it, but I think I've also heard that these things obviously give you motion sickness and all sorts like that. I know that they said the
frame rate helps because the closest you can get to the human eye, the better.
Yeah.
But I think it also then depends on the individual.
Yeah, true.
Because some people get motion sick over nothing, mate.
Yeah, put me in a car, mate, and on my phone, I'm like...
like, some people, like, even out of a car, my mum and my sister can't play any game that's, like, not a 2D scroller. Like, if they played, like, the new Crash Bandicoot, they'll feel sick looking at it.
Damn.
So there'll be people out there that just can't do shit. So it can't become as mainstream unless it is true to vision. Yeah. And I think we're almost there. Give it another 5 years, maybe another 10, and it's going to be like the most normal thing. No TVs in houses anymore, just goggles on couch.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure if it's scary or a cool thing. I can't quite tell.
I think it's cool. We'll see. Literally. Speaking of things that maybe should take 5 to 10 years gap, Call of Duty's just dropped recently. Call of Duty's Black Ops 7.
Is it this morning or last night? I think it was
I don't even know. I don't care. Don't care.
Tom is anti-COD this year. I am also anti-COD, but I also happen to have Game Pass, so I've got it for free. So I'm going to bite the bullet. I can't go stop saying for free. I pay like fucking 30 quid a month for Game Pass now.
For free.
But it's still worth keeping, in my opinion, because of the type of game
I
am.
I
still hate Microsoft for charging me double.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have started in increments, another £5.
But even if you do like this COD and you only play COD, you've bought it within 3 months. You've overpaid for it in 3 months if you only play it.
True, but I'm not sure since Black Ops 2 was probably the last COD I played longer than that anyway.
Right, so fair enough.
But the thing is,
just a trial game for you then.
Because you get everything day one usually, or there's like another story game. You're like, oh, you know what? I never played that. That's where I'm always installing at least 1 or 2 games like a month easily, probably more than that.
Yeah, that's good then.
Like I tried Outer Worlds 2, which I found fairly boring, and then uninstalled.
But you got the chance to try it.
Yeah,
instead of whacking £70
exactly.
on it and going,
exactly. That's why I like it.
I don't like it.
Kind of negates the risk because I can't remember which game I did download. It was an absolute certified hood classic, Cyberpunk.
Oh yeah.
I never would have gave Cyberpunk a chance because it's a bad release, but now I have. Now it's set really high bar. Story-wise, I'm like, fuck, now everything seems shit. Yeah. That's why I couldn't play Outer Worlds afterwards.
That's what a good game does to you, sir. It's like a good movie, book, series,
so now
all sorts.
I'm floating between games. I'm lost. I've got no series, no game I'm watching. So I'm like, right, at least I can do is just randomly pick up COD and play a couple of multiplayer games to soothe the boredom. And I do want to try zombies because it did look good.
Yeah. That's the little tiny thing that I'm like, no, leave me alone. What I will say though, is it a bad idea or is it a bad sign that it's on day one Game Pass for such a big release?
Microsoft owns Activision.
I know they did it last year as well. But then
I'm not sure if they're going to continue to do it because I kept hearing that.
I just think, is that a bad... It just shows it's a bad game because it's like dropping... If it was that good...
Everything Microsoft owns goes straight on there. They don't make any exceptions, I think.
Fair enough.
And I think that, that's the only way they could justify keeping to charge you 30 quid a month for it.
Right. Yeah, 100%.
And before it was kind of a steal, to be fair. 15 quid a month for every new game that they own is pretty mental.
Just as you sort of just as I sort of hearing about it or thinking about it, it's like double price. I'm like, well, no, thanks.
Yeah, but this is the thing: the release of the Steam machine, if it is comparably priced, even if it's only $100 or $2 more than the Xbox and PlayStation, that really puts Xbox in a fucking bad position, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because they've essentially been surpassed by this new ecosystem. Because how many new people go, yeah, fuck it, I'll jump over to PC now. Because you can get more utility out of it because you can flick over and out as a computer. Like in my head, I'm like, you almost get two things for the price of one. Yeah. And if this is optimized for the person that doesn't care about super mega PC performance, but it can still work as a PC, in every family
it looks
room,
quite nice in your room.
It's small, it's GameCube size.
It's quiet.
You can whip out the front plates. You can put new stuff on there. So people will be 3D printing all of their own ones and all that shit.
Just make it look like a
you can like fucking boho plant pot or whatever, or you can do a family photo on that bad boy.
Yeah,
done. So if they play their cards right, but if it comes in like $1.50, it's gonna be no one's gonna buy that. No one's going to buy that.
And you end up leasing it, and then also,
I ain't leasing shit. I ain't doing that. But I think they do need to update the Steam Deck, because then that puts that new Xbox handheld in an awful position, because it's way too expensive.
No, but then maybe it's like the ecosystem of it. Like, you've already got a Steam Deck. Nice. Now this is the Steam machine, the Steam frame.
I think the reviewers said the problem was basically the price. Like the ecosystem idea is really good, but the fact that it's priced that high when a Steam Deck is like almost half.
True.
Like, why would you ever? But the Steam Deck does have trouble with certain games, and at least that one would at least be able to handle most of them, if not all. Just not at probably 4K 120 or 60.
But going back to COD, you're going to try it, aren't you? Because obviously you can.
Yeah, I must admit, we're not big fans of over-the-top techie CODs. I hated Advanced Warfare. I hated some of the later Black Ops.
Infinite Warfare, is it?
Infinite Warfare was another one. Even Call of Duty Ghosts I hate to a certain extent, because
not for me.
That was also just a really depressing, not grabbing story in the campaign. Like, I like to judge them as a whole.
They fumbled that.
Yeah, they kind of did, because it's kind of an interesting concept. If they did Call of Duty Ghosts, but now, because it's kind of like a post-war, like nuclear America, like that would kind of make sense, and that'd be kind of cool. I think
it was more like it was because it was the first one on next gen for like PS4 and like
it was the first COD that ever felt different. Yeah, it felt like I wasn't playing COD, so I think it was an odd experience, and we were still locked in at that time, so we were expecting another one.
Well, yeah, we've all got the new next gen. We're like, obviously you're going to get COD to play with your friend, and we're like, what is this?
Yeah, it was fucking cheeks.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
But I liked it when they did experiment with something. Do you remember that World War II one they brought out? Was it Vanguard or was it Call of Duty World War II? But you had that little like
World War II.
Yeah, that little like central. Yeah, it might be, but that little barracks you could like jump in together. There was like a little shooting range. Like that would be like the pre-lobby before you jumped into a game. I kind of fuck with that. It was like Destiny.
That the Battlefield and COD, they sort of copied each other in a way. Like one went World War like back to basics, and then the other, because they both went futuristic, and then they sort of do copy each other, and then one wins, one doesn't.
It's like one was listening and one wasn't.
Battlefield has sucked, I think, the last few, like World War. What was it called? World War II, right? Battlefield 1 was the World War 1, which was really good. Then they made a World War II one with like Battle Royale and stuff, and then they made that 2042, and that sucked. I didn't like that at all. But this one is hitting hard. But we do think maybe COD needs to just have just a year out. But then it's because they've got
more than a year
or 3 different developers working on. They've just got the naming rights for COD. But I think that's what they've done. So basically,
we'll be surprised if they're already working on the next COD.
Well, because they've gone Black Ops 6 straight to Black Ops 7. That's what they're saying, is that the other guys are really putting more into having an extra year to work on, like, I don't know, maybe let's say it's Modern Warfare again or whatever. But it's going to be 2 years of development on that, where they've repackaged Black Ops 6, made it jumpy and stuff, and called it Black Ops 7. So
yeah.
That's why this one,
I wouldn't even know what I want them to do next. Like they've covered they've done they haven't done World War 1, but the Battlefield did that so good, I don't think there's any point even going there. They've done World War 2, that would mean that's what they were known for before they switched it up. Modern Warfare is kind of, unless you really nail the story, I mean, like give us an iconic campaign like COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2, I don't think there's any point going back there, to be honest with you. Like, it's just not, there's nothing there unless you get really like risky with the camp, like fully do it on like what is happening in the world right now.
Yeah, that's what you'd have
like
to do.
That's like, but most brands don't want to go there. Because that's kind of what Battlefield did. They kind of teetered around the whole dynamic of what's going on right now. And it's just like, just fucking do it if you're going to do it. Like, don't fucking pussy out.
The world we live in now, like, it's not like, whoa, I can't believe they've done that. That's the whole reason they never did it in the first place. But they both dropped, when they first both came out, it was all World War II and stuff. And people were like, whoa, this is shocking. This is graphic. Actual warfare. Yeah. I mean, for the graphics at the time. So but then the Modern Warfare dropped and it was like, this is happening. We don't want to see this.
I watched a video on the entire
That's why it made it so good.
COD timeline. And I really should have remembered the name of the creator, but he basically, like, at the time, it reminded me that COD was getting flack because they'd done 1, 2, 3, and they were getting flack for doing, another World War II game's coming down the track, oh boy. Yeah. And then they came out with COD 4, and that's why it was so revolutionary. Yeah. Followed up with Modern Warfare 2. No, then it was COD 5 after that. Yeah, they went back to World War II, but they did it in a way that was so tonally different. Like, you go back and boot up a Call of Duty World at War menu, it's actually scary. Like, pure black and white, Treyarch, when
Zombies
was there, and like war was just like, they weren't glamorized hero stories like a Saving Private Ryan type beat. It was like everybody die, we're bad. Like, it was just a scary, like, it was glum. You'd go on there like, I want to get off this main menu already. I'm fucking depressed. So
especially it's the Black Ops 1 and then like the soundtrack and stuff.
It's the tone and the art direction and the story that actually makes a big impact even on the multiplayer. Because it's how we feel about the game. Like, you kind of felt like a badass playing Quad 4 for the first time. You felt like you were a real SAS. Like, the amount of time we all spent trying to get that speed run with Captain Price. Flashbang through the door! Like, that is built into my brain.
I played that so much.
It was a thing of glory, right? We got attached to certain characters. Like, soap! Like, I can hear it in my fucking thingy, right? So, they need to somehow do that again. And I think they just ignore it because of how big Fortnite got and how big multiplayer got, and just battle royales in general. Yeah. For me, ruining the industry, shooters became less about tone and story and creative direction and just became fucking Beavis and Butthead running around a big ass map. No shit.
Yeah. I mean, obviously Fortnite didn't invent battle royale, but it really blew it up, I guess.
Was it PUBG first?
PUBG, yeah. I guess that was the one that made it a little bit more mainstream. Even they didn't create it, right? But then Fortnite took it to a whole new level. Yeah. And everybody wants to do
made it accessible,
battle royale.
Yeah.
COD did it with Warzone. And they really did it well because obviously that was like lockdown nostalgia right there. Battlefield have sucked at it, but this new one that Battlefield have done is quite good. But then it's just
what makes it good compared to the last?
I think it's Battlefield though. You're playing.
Is it just that there feels more Battlefield, more vehicles, more destruction?
Yeah, there's tanks, there's
I feel like Battlefield succeed the more mental they make their game. At least the more mental they make their multiplayer.
It's just so cinematic, isn't it? Every time you play it, you're like, whoa.
How come the future one didn't work then? Because in my head, that's like a layup for Battlefield. Because if crazy is their game, then the future lasers and shit should be all over the shop.
Yeah, I don't know. But then I guess what's really strange is because I don't really mess with games like that, but they also make Battlefront, which is pretty much Battlefield but Star Wars.
I was just going to say this,
and it had a resurgence, and loads of people started going back, and I did as well. It was so good. Yeah, so good.
Boot up Battlefront again, and it's still fun.
Yeah,
and
really
it's still
fun.
got a massive player base.
Yeah,
it's because it builds on the story and the lore and the art direction. Like it's immediate nostalgia, and the gameplay feels good. Right, you feel like a trooper or a rebel or whatever.
And then you get like you save enough points, you become Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, whatever team you're on. You can run around and be a Jedi against.
And genuinely OP. I think that's the thing they did well. Like you can take them down, but you actually feel like a badass.
Well, there's a skill gap in it. Yeah, if you're trash, you're gonna get shot and die. But if you're good, you can literally just
wipe out everybody.
Oh, yeah, it's so fun.
Yeah, you can genuinely recreate the scene from Rogue One where Vader turns up and just wipes out the entire hallway of people.
Yeah, literally. And then the good guy comes and you're like, oh no, I've got to battle him now.
But you see what I mean about how important like that story and like the game and stuff, and it just infects everything else.
Yeah.
Do you reckon the reason that the futuristic CODs and Battlefields didn't work is because they didn't go far enough into the future? If they'd have been more imaginative and instead of basic guns, but they've got a drone that comes out the top, it's a fucking laser.
Yeah.
Like, do you reckon that is our issue, that we're not getting creative enough with the future? Like we were talking about before, like, why do we always get these dystopia things, or why do we never get movies at the height of whatever power it was? Give me the coolest possible scenario you could put together.
What do you think is the story then? Because like that is Star Wars, right?
It's always the story.
But it's dressed up as Battlefield, let's be honest, because it is the same.
Yeah, it's third person, isn't it?
It's Battlefield.
You can do first as well, can't you?
Yeah, it's Battlefield gameplay, but as Star Wars. So what if COD went, right, let's make, I don't know, a war game about another franchise or something like that, and they just use the characters, but it's Call of Duty gameplay, but you've got that storyline. I don't know, I'm trying to think what that would be. What would be the franchise
you would choose? Because that is a really interesting one, because obviously Star Wars is iconic, probably very expensive. I'm not sure if EA ever had to like bid to make that game 100%. Back when they first got that, or whether, because when they made the first ones years and years ago, was it LucasArts had its own studio?
Yeah.
It might have been the case where EA was big enough to buy them or so on and so forth, so they got the rights to it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of, again, because we're kind of struggling for movie franchises at the moment.
That shoot as well, I was about to say.
For shooters, it's kind of a bit of a shit one, to be honest.
But that's maybe that's the play, though, is what I'm trying to say. I can't think of one off the top of the head, but that's maybe the way that you could save it, maybe, I don't know. But then again, then it would be sort of everybody going, "Oh, you're making Beavis Butthead the game." Do you know what I mean? Or
so I don't think I think Battlefield's in a good place. I think they nailed it because they really nailed the gameplay. Because that's another element to it. Like COD may be repetitive, but it has addictive mechanics.
Yeah,
I think. But the more and more they've changed the mechanics to add things that are harder to keep track of. So Omni movement was just about okay for me.
I really enjoyed that.
It was pretty good, but then it also allows people to fuck you up a lot easier.
Well, yeah, there's another skill gap.
So that's another skill gap. Now with if they have like the jumpy jetpacks they did from Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare, that is another skill gap for the casuals like us to be like, well, fuck me, I guess you're just going to fucking 360 no-scope me from above my head while I was checking around corners.
Is Omni movement in the new one as well as the jump pack and the wall running and stuff?
We've really stayed away from it because we were both
because then you're literally Palpatine, aren't you? Just like spinning around like...
I don't...
I don't want to get it because I'm going to get murked online probably then. But I was all right with... I really enjoyed Black Ops 6 up to a point. But this one, it's just, no.
Yeah.
No. You're not having my money.
Yeah.
You're not getting me. And even if you tell me it's the best game you've ever played since sliced bread, there's no way I'm joining you.
So COD has to do one or two things. It needs to really nail its game mechanics so it feels better than it did before. And I think that could, because you know how like Rainbow Six, that community's been going for ages. They've been playing the same game for like 10 years and they love it.
It's hardcore.
And they're fucking well good at it as well.
Yeah.
But it's because you can slowly get better at it and at least there's some method to the madness. The new COD and Fortnite in this way, if you play build Fortnite, it is just like, what the fuck is happening right now?
You're in New York.
Like, you just can't...
You're in open space.
Like, people jumping on walls. Like, you just can't get over that skill. You can't just jump in casually and play. No. It's like trying to play a fighting game competitively from the start. You got to really lock in and know your combos. It's a tough one to jump into unless you spend time being obsessive for a bit and locking in. So, game mechanics or... incredible story that loops you into something that makes you feel something, man.
Yeah, make you feel it, man.
But we have to see, I haven't judged this campaign, but we did see a tiny little snippet video before we start pressing this episode.
I just showed you before.
That was just some random ass giant robot. And I'm like, okay, this is...
I was like...
we're in cuckoo land.
I already was like 99.5% no. And I saw that and I was like, hell no. Look at this, James. They've got literally... it's like a boss fight with a giant...
It looks not very COD at all. Because what's your favorite COD missions? What are the first ones that come to mind? Any
missions? I'm not really a campaign guy, but
you
obviously,
played some of them.
Yeah, I mean Black Ops original and Modern Warfare 2. I loved the campaign for that, of course.
Yep.
But then they're not. Modern Warfare 2, I think, has got the best campaign that I've played. I know, obviously, I haven't played loads of them, but like you know, just with the snow, with the jet skis and.
100%.
And
Because that was like a Bond like chase mission with the avalanche coming down, right?
You're in a tank for some of them going through. It's all completely random. Obviously, no Russian. Like there's loads of
no Russian. The sniper mission with Captain Price and COD 4.
You go from chaos, and then you remember the house one where you've got like basically there's hordes coming in.
Yeah,
there's so many different aspects of that campaign that it's.
Which was the one? The
It was really fun. Like 1 minute you're doing a stealth mission, 1 minute you're in the thick of it, and the next minute you're. Like I said, you're in a tank. It really mixed it up for back then, like 2009.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man.
Black Ops 1, the Reznov prison break.
That was great mission.
That was insane.
Yeah.
But you see how all of them are really linked to either an individual character, a mood they created, and a badass, right? So you'd come off that mission after completing like, damn, that was fucking sick, jump on a couple of multiplayers, and you're not feeling like Captain Price checking around corners and shit. Like, well, maybe that's an old head way to play the game. I don't know. Maybe there's kids with like mad claw which
this is too easy. Like,
I keep getting memes on my feed of just like that feeling when you beat an unemployed kid at COD and you have like a wife, a job and responsibilities. It's like, that's us now. I'm officially unk status.
Well, I feel like I play against people. Sometimes, obviously, they're really good, and I get slapped, or I feel like I hold my own. But if I play the AI, either it's really easy or it's really hard.
There's no in between,
because the game just wants to do what it wants to do.
Do you reckon this is a case where COD has never quite fixed its matchmaking? Because it's always been a hot and cold, like...
I do kind of sympathise for it because there's little... Even new Battlefield has got bots on some of the... Like, I've played against bots.
As players?
Yeah.
In normal games?
Yeah.
Why?
Like half the lobby was bots the other day I was playing.
Is it just
Maybe it was quite late?
Is it just so unskilled people like myself has a chance?
You're like, and they're not even really shooting back because they're that trash, and you're like, is this fun? I feel good for once. But that's too good. Like,
wait, I'm starting to question everything about.
No, it's not very often.
It's
like very. It was very rare to see, I think.
It's like confirming all the conspiracy theories I've had in my head. You're telling me the NBA instituted the 3-point shot to give white boys a chance? Undercover brother quote. Don't cancel me. But yeah, I don't like that though.
No, I don't like it.
Maybe there's an option
because the servers and everyone playing it. Like you can only have so many people playing at the same time, right? Like so.
But how would adding bots and all those people make any difference? Is it to spread them out?
Well, Battlefield's have like large.
Oh, is it just because they have such massive lobbies?
It's 64 people. Yeah, but like in COD,
Battlefront never did that unless they didn't tell us.
Yeah, maybe. But then I'm thinking COD. What if there's not as many people on it? Because there's so many games, right?
The player base does go down every year.
Exactly. So you can't then interpret skill levels into it because like, bro, there's only 10 people playing. Like you might as well all play together.
I don't know how they do their matchmaking.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Because it was never by rank. You didn't turn up in a match and see everyone at the same rank.
I think you do if you play ranked, and then if not,
see, maybe that's my
I
problem.
Don't know.
Why was just jumping on a quick TDM?
Well, then you can get. I think that's the point, right? Then you can play against anyone. That's the same with like Rocket League and all sorts of games that are ranked. You can play against anyone if you're playing on
ranked
casual.
Scares me.
But it's probably better for you, though, because you're going to play against people your rank.
Yeah, they're not finally find out how trash I am.
They're just scared. It's putting a label on how bad you suck. And you are bronze 3. You're like, oh, I thought it was maybe cold.
I think the only ranks I've ever played is like I played Overwatch, and I was indeed. No, actually, I was silver 1. That was the best I could do.
Yeah,
embarrassing.
I mean, even when I play FIFA, it's like I'm in Div 4, and I'm like. I'm getting slapped. And I'm like, well, this is me, I guess. This is who I am. Like,
Overwatch is another good example, though. Pure game mechanics.
Yeah.
Addictive game. Marvel Rivals too.
So they took the same formula.
Lord knows where COD goes, to be honest, because they're now in like the trickiest position ever. I don't think they'll ever make anyone happy, no matter what they do. So I think they'd have to go away, like you said, build up the nostalgia. We haven't had a COD in a hot minute. And then when they like maybe do a Valve on a random Tuesday in 5 years' time, COD's back.
Yeah,
I think that's the only way they can ever do well.
And it would just everybody.
Are they willing to turn that money tap off? Maybe if they just kept
maybe
Warzone
it'll build
live.
Up. It's like Rockstar don't drop a GTA every year, do they? They literally wait for 15 years, but that's too much.
But
they're going to make so much money off that. Probably more than COD have done in the last 15 together, right?
Yeah,
surely.
I'd love to see an alternate time now where we could see how much money COD really would have made if the game just didn't go on Game Pass.
Yeah, maybe.
Take that revenue away, and how bad does COD do these days?
Yeah.
Because everyone loves to shit on it.
I ain't buying it.
But like most years, we've caved. But this is probably the last few years, none of us have actually bought it.
It's just one of those things. Like, I will never not buy the FIFA, even though it's the same thing every year. But it's just new kits and new like people are on the right teams and stuff. It's as simple as that.
It's almost an essential though with sports because teams update, players update, and they abandon the old game, so you can't.
But they make this gambling sort of game mode, don't they? And you put money on a team and stuff like that. I mean, I haven't, but like it can easily get you, and then the next year it's just wiped and you start again. So it's crazy, really, to think about it like that. And it's same with like shooters and stuff. You really push for these levels and sweat for these camos, and then it's gone.
Yeah, I've prestiged like once or twice in my COD career. Yeah,
you've got Rainbow Six, and people are playing that forever, and there's not even really challenges to do because they've probably done them years ago.
It all focuses on where you sit on ranked, to be honest.
Yeah. So I think they need to bring that element together and maybe just make a Call of Duty that is continuous and make a Battlefield that's continuous.
But this is the thing. But the Call of Duty need to be brave.
They won't do that though.
Yeah, because Call of Duty have such a wide player base that they try and be everything for everyone, and that's why it fails.
Yeah.
But they used to be for specific audiences or for the story or for like certain gamers. But that's back when gaming wasn't this mainstream. Yeah. So I think when Call of Duty sees itself as one of the top franchises, it's going to try and maximise as much as possible because it's led by the suits and not the real people, man.
Yeah.
Goddamn corpos.
And that's always the way.
Play it, Johnny Silverhand.
But yeah, you're going to let us know next week. You're going to give us a review of your few hours you probably went, nah, this sucks.
I'm going to get rage baited. I'm going to get fucking kicked in the nuts by a 12-year-old, and I'll come back and be like, fucking shit.
And when you download it, you're going to have to put like half your storage on this game specifically as well, right?
Yeah, I had to put it on the internal storage because new games don't run on external drives, and unless you get like the proprietary ones. I pre-installed it last night. I had to uninstall Halo Infinite, and I had to uninstall Doom: The Dark Ages.
So a few games then.
I had to uninstall 2 like 80 gig games just to put in COD 7. So I'm like, it's better be worth it.
Yeah.
Although I did enjoy Doom, but Doom was really boring. So.
Well, let us know how COD goes. I don't care if you say it's the best game in the world. I'm not getting it. Even if you say
I'm a pretty good salesman, so I'll see what I can do. I'll make the for and against case.
I know what he's going to do. He's going to be like, zombies is the best ever thing ever.
I'm going to come in a full suit just to convince you.
Yeah, like the replacer.
Big ass briefcase. Yeah.
We'll have the replacer here on PBZ TV. Like, James isn't here today. I'm the replacer. He's playing Call of Duty Black Ops 7.
One day we're going to get a handle on gameplay videos and see if we can test out games. Maybe do live streams. That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, we will.
But for now, that's for the future.
That's for the future.
Please like, subscribe, comment. Tell us what you want us to talk about next. We covered all gaming today, so we'll probably do another one sports related or whatever else headlines. But for now, ladies and gents, we shall see y'all later.
Peace.